thank you for ruining my moment. But Itachi is my favorite Uchiha out of all of them because he
What
brought
what you
forth
doing?
one
Hmm.
of the most iconic anime fights of all time. Kamihashira, do you know what fight I'm talking about?
I don't because they're all trash.
That well, you clearly don't like Itachi then. But his biggest moment, his most dope moment, one of the most iconic moments in anime history, Itachi versus Sasuke, round two, and that
Knockout.
was fucking dope. Every aspect of that fight was dope. The fact that he beat
Round
him
one
and
was it?
still he poked him on the fucking forehead. He said, "Uh,"
and
uh, and then
then ran his fingers down. Ran his fingers down.
and he said,
He's like, see now.
but
Like you see now.
Itachi's story was part of why you like him.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
rounded out his story, and it was just perfection. I don't think you can write somebody's story. I don't think you can make a doper character than Itachi as a side character. He meant that much to me.
I think to have the impact that Itachi had without being so directly involved was good writing. I do agree with you there. Because typically when you have a side character who has the kind of impact that Itachi had on like
Real quick,
Sasuke
can
and
you
just
think
the
of a
show,
different anime that?
I'm trying to think of it, and I don't like. I think any character you could potentially think of that indirectly affects it like that is a more common side character. Like it's almost like
Like
Itachi's
Jiraiya,
myth, right?
but
Right.
he's more common, right?
Right. Exactly. That's the example of what Itachi is. It right.
Yeah, that's
Like
actually a perfect example of what you
yeah,
just.
yeah. Of what I was explaining.
Yeah,
Like it's just I can't think of any anime in particular where a character who's brought up as little, where it's
there's
almost
a
like there's
mystery, but there's a
right because
prominence, but
it's
there's
like
a
we know when we meet him, right? When we meet him
yeah,
in the OG Naruto,
epic
um,
when you first see him.
but we know who he is. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like they're like, "Oh shit, Itachi," and you're
because
like,
of
"Oh,
Sasuke.
that's fucking Itachi."
Yeah,
You're like, "That's that nigga right there." Like you know
his
who
aura
he
was
is,
just wild.
but you know what I mean. Like they do a
Yeah,
good job of building him without him ever really being involved.
yeah,
It's
and
fucking
for whatever reason, that sparked my feelings when I saw Itachi versus Kakashi.
sparked your feelings.
Yeah, sparked them.
There's got to be a better way to put that.
Sparked my feelings for that.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
we'll go with that.
yeah. It was a dope like aura, because think about how dope Kakashi was. That was the first time you ever got to see a Sharingan used, right? Or a
Yeah,
Sharingan in general, and everybody was losing their shit. And when you get a character that dope as Kakashi was, and then you hear about Sasuke being the only Uchiha and Itachi being the only Uchiha left, but Sasuke wasn't really that nigga yet. It was dope as fuck to see
dude.
Itachi pull up and be like, "Oh, so you think you know how to use the Sharingan?" You know what I
All
mean?
right,
Like there was
so
such a fucking badass.
here's what I hate. Here's another thing I actually hate about the Uchiha clan. How are the eyes special if you can just take them out and give them to people?
All right, dude.
Like legitimately, think about it.
What do you mean?
Like
How are they special?
how are they fucking like? What's the point of them
You have to have enough.
if you could literally give them to anybody
No, you couldn't because you have to have enough chakra levels or chakra. What do you call
to
it?
handle the
Reserves.
eye? To handle the
Yeah,
eye? Okay, yeah, but it's like,
and those are
uh,
very few people who can do that. Which is the fucking number two to the Hiruzen, Donzo. He was able to, but he only was able to do that because of the Hash
still to this
motherfucker
day, I will say one of the most
the
underrated bad
cells.
guys out there is Donzo. One of the most
Hmm.
underrated, well written bad guys
Yeah,
out
but
there.
hold on, let me finish my point to why you're saying the chakra shit.
Whenever you're ready.
Donzo, Donzo and Kakashi were the only two in the Naruto series, I'm pretty sure, that used the Sharingan outside of the Uchiha. Am I wrong?
Let's see, because Obito gave his eye to Kakashi. Okay.
Hiruzen
Who
was
did?
stealing eyes. Or not Hiruzen, fucking Donzo.
Yeah, Donzo. Who was the one? Was it Madara who went in the past and gave his eye, planted his eye on somebody?
Oh, Nagato, but that was Rinnegan. That was the Rinnegan.
Okay, but
He never implanted the Sharingan in him.
but it wasn't a Uchiha person, right?
No, but it wasn't a. We're talking about the Sharingan. You were saying that you could just give the Sharingan to anybody.
Right, but I mean, it's the Rinnegan, yeah.
And the Rinnegan, the reason he was
It's
able to control that was because Nagato had a massive chakra reserve.
right, which is why he gave it to him. I understand that, but I mean, it's the same concept.
Yeah,
It's a
but that's it. That
special fucking eye.
there's only two
Um,
other people though, so you're saying like you
I
can
mean,
give it
there's
to
only
anybody.
there's only like 6 in the show who've woken it up. You know what I mean?
That's what I
So
mean. Like it's
that's
rare.
50%. So 50%.